Good evening. Once again, I'm trying this live broadcast for the sixth time. During the live broadcast, there was interception. I was able to document examples of this, but this is an important, very important broadcast because it is about my Syrian and Dutch identities and what I experienced recently by the BAMF office in Bielefeld. So first I will address the cyber issue during the live broadcast. While broadcasting,
I'm noting this and I'm recording this for documentation. During the live broadcast, look what has happened.
this happened while I was speaking very important point. Unfortunately, I cannot video record it. I don't have memory, so I've been left with this group live thing. The only option, but also during the broadcast.
Yeah, I'm seeing also this. I'm recording this. I think the video broadcast is still active, but exile, meer video bekeken. This crook, I don't know who is. U bent helemaal op de hoogte. Keer later terug voor meer updates.
This is how the
Exile. Yeah, I remember these crooks from
sneaky blackmail
group. There was something about Exile, but I would see his photo.
I couldn't see his photo too. Come terug for more updates. I don't know. I'm not sure I can find him back because all these things happened fast. Then when I ended the broadcast, here
for the second time, when I speak the same point, it happened.
They swapped the Facebook page. So suddenly I was broadcasting live like this. Then they swapped the Facebook. I was looking at my Facebook account broadcasting from outside. Unable to stop the broadcast. I couldn't do. I couldn't control the broadcast for a while. Then I changed something. Then I was able to stop it. Well, this is an example. Another example is I made fast on under flight in flight mode a Facebook account. It opened without adding telephone number for the first time. I was always wondering why Facebook is asking me telephone number to make for a Facebook account, for example. No, it was in the junkie page. I'm giving the new telephone number, so this is scammed again. Now I was able to make this Facebook account but it was in the flight mode. So, and I did it fast. So, and I couldn't find my mother's account too. As if the account itself is deleted. This could be good because for my mother's interest, but we lost the contact with her. Her telephone number is scammed, and these crooks were in another city, but they can reach her. They are identity thieves, skilled, and the situation in Damascus isn't like, for example, in Europe. Here it's a little bit more difficult. Anyway, I will get to this. Try another thing. Another example is the numbers on my telephone, the dialed numbers, the numbers that I called. Well, yesterday there was within these numbers call from the Netherlands, Gemeente Wiegen. I believe they tried to call me, and I missed the call. I was searching for a safe telephone number that I can use to call the Gemeente. Then I was searching for the number today. I saw strange new numbers on this list. 0101 numbers, very long numbers. I have no idea what are these numbers, and these are on my telephone. In case, for example, I've been investigated or something, these will show as the numbers that I dialed myself, that I called myself. And this could be, well, nobody would believe me that I said that it isn't me who did that. So, yeah, I published the examples, and which these examples, only examples. There are many other examples, but these examples, all these, in addition to these crooks logging from different cities into my mother's account, blackmailing, sending documents. They sent me driving license a few years ago. They sent me most recently a passport, Syrian passport, which I asked in this situation to have a valid document. And I regret also handing this to this government bureau in Bielefeld. But yeah, I thought this is the right way. I'm trying to be honest as much as I can. So all this scam, all this fraud, all this crime, and a crooked, persistent attempt to keep this covered up within this corrupt and very bad health institution. They are covering up all this, using claims that none of this is real. This is published, this is known, this is on video, and yeah, they claim, yeah, this is not real. Here in Germany, well, in the Netherlands, there are two reports from care providers in the GGZ, in the mental health care, testifying these activities in reports. My most recent report, medical report, states that first, the doctor wrote that first, ja, is geen sprake van schizofrenie, maar van een psychisch kwetsbaarheid, vulnerability. There is no sprake, I don't know how to translate this word. There is no indications of schizophrenia, for example. The way they fixed this file, first in the Netherlands, through scams, telephones, scams, emails, they did everything possible to make and fix this crooked medical file. And also here, it is claimed here, I heard the counselor asking me, is this paranoid schizophrenia? I said, yeah, this is, how did she get to this information, for example? Can you prove it, she asked me. All this scam, all these crooked claims, and they are claiming, yeah, this is thinking problems. This is what you saw on video, all these logins from different cities, all the blackmail, all the damage. There is damage, huge damage, over four years, yearly damage. They want to claim all these as non-real and thinking issues, while the doctors, my most recent report from my doctor stating that there is no neurocognitive problems. This is testified from very skilled and psychiatrist who followed my case 1 year, and she said always, I didn't see anything. But she can see these videos now. Another example is when I sent a friend request from this telephone to this telephone, from this account to this account, the friend request first disappeared. Boom, weg. It shows, then it disappeared. The returning contact on this account and other accounts, not a single contact is received by me, only by frauders. They sent something, so they receive the information. All this, and not really. This is the introduction of this very important broadcast. I would control something first. Here I would speak about the IDs. Those that I handed to the BAMF. I hope this is working. Just a second. Photo posts. Well, I'm unable to see this broadcast live. Only recording this. It could appear later, we will see. This broadcast, I will have to speak about the identities issues. When I came from Wijchen to Nijmegen to Kleef, then Düsseldorf, when these issues, claims about the ID began, checked with the police in Kleef, then with the police in Bundespolizei Kleef, then in Düsseldorf, Bundespolizei, then in Bundespolizei airport. I've been left without choices but to follow one Syrian refugee who spoke to me and explained to me the asylum procedure. He explained to me that the first thing you do, you give the fingerprints. So I thought this is the only solution that remained for me, and this is what I did. I headed to Bochum as he told me, and I gave the fingerprints. Then, but with the Dutch police, I'm not receiving help. They are referring to the Netherlands, and I'm afraid to return to the Netherlands with this problem with the documents. This is crossing border point, and I may get into troubles. So I hid the Dutch passport. I wrote a report about this, what I saw, together with the ID, my Dutch ID, this ID. This is the passport, this is the letter. It can be seen here, and this is the passport photo, and the ID. The ID, my photo on it. And I hid these documents, and I applied for asylum with my Syrian passport. The old expired Syrian passport, the first, well, not the first passport, but the Syrian passport which I used in my travels, which I used the first time I applied for an asylum in the Netherlands. That was in the location ZAP, they call it. I gave the fingerprints, applied for the Syrian passport, they take it. Then I thought, I told them I have other documents. He told me, no, you keep these documents. In the second interview, in the first interview, you give this document. They will ask you about this. I said, fine. It takes 4 or 5 days until the first interview. There, in this interview, I handed these documents. In 2 July 2025. And they told me to wait for the second interview. So it takes 2 weeks. Then the second interview came. When I was speaking to the interviewer, Mr. Surface, who made this whole interview with me, and this interview is stating my file number, my file in different number, well, the same case number, but there are 3 different numbers next to it. So this was a point of concern. I received some explanations recently, but we will see. But in this second interview, taking place on 18 July, that was around 2 weeks exactly after the first interview, the interviewer had no idea about my Dutch ID, which I handed to the first interviewer, Mr. Kugler. He said, oh, you're giving us these. He said, what? You already have it. I gave it in the first interview. How come that you don't have an idea about? He said, yeah, if you have it, we have it. I was worried since then that this ID, the one and only valid ID, the newest one, is missing between the first interview and the second interview. So, first thing, I asked the advocate to ask the BAMF about this. Second, I went to the office myself and spoke with Mr. Kugler. He told me, yes, I received it from you, and you have this document, so it is with us. Then when I was by the police department, the police agent, I told her I have a missing, she told me you have a missing ID. So I thought, which ID she means? No, I said, yes, I have a missing ID. But when I went back home, I was asking myself, which ID is this? Could my one and only valid ID, this one which I showed you, be reported, for example? And during the conversation with the police agent, she referred to this document, the most recent document, as the old one, and the missing document, she said, this is older than this. I told her, no, this is newer than this. She said, I told her, can you make sure you see on the computer that this ID is the missing one? She said, yes, I have in the computer that this ID, the missed ID, which, yeah, right, I reported missing, it's recorded on her computer. This confusion about the IDs forced me today to return back to the BAMF. First, in this location in Bielefeld, I noticed something that is happening through the security personnel. While I'm asking to meet this gentleman, he's respectful and nice, and he told me you can come and ask me and give me your new address, and so the security is guiding me to a different special employee that I met today, but she didn't, for example, tell me her name. When I asked her about this reference, I told her, she told me, yeah, this difference with the number because you're not Dutch citizen. She said, what? I'm a Dutch citizen, I told her. So she returned back and she checked it. She said, yeah, we make this because we take your original passport, but not the things you did after. I said, this could be logic, but my understanding is, as I understood from Mr. Kugler, that they are investigating the originality of the documents. So that's why there is Ausweis with the first reference number, and the interview is given with the different reference number, because I stated that, yeah, I have doubt about the Syrian passport. In this period, 2 days before this, I received the Dutch passport per post coming from Syria. I asked my mother to issue me a new one because I'm unable to go to Berlin. I don't have enough funds at that time. I didn't have enough funds, and I couldn't, when I was in Bochum, to go to Brussels to issue a passport. So I thought the only solution was to ask my mother to issue me the passport in Damascus. Problem is that I asked my mother to send the passport via this telephone, scam telephone, via her account, which is logged in, and I realized and found out this later, via these logins from Aleppo and Hama and other locations. And these accounts were delivering earlier blackmail. Sometimes they make me look at my mother in a different way. They make me tough with her because I told her, you lied, you said this. And my mother, she said always, I didn't say this, I swear I didn't say this. But I didn't believe her because I heard this. I realized later that these are the crooks speaking behind her account. Anyway, this is not the subject now. I'm worried about my Dutch ID, since I didn't hear anything about this document during the second interview. And today, what I realized, that the security personnel, especially when big part of my problem has to do with the security personnel. They are pushing this, directing this about the post, about everything, all comes via some security personnel pushing, guiding, distancing me from the people, the right people, only link me with the specific people. That's why I asked today for an appointment, so I can go there, check my file myself, and she told me they will reply with a letter. But would they give me this letter? I'm here since a while. I didn't receive any post. Completely not any post. When I went to the advocate office, there was a post already sent last week. 28. It wasn't delivered to me. What are they doing with my post? Well, my location here, position here is better because this is a closed place. Nobody's allowed to enter from outside. No crook identity thief located outside 20 minutes away from my location, according to the GPS coordinates on the police 112 application, is not allowed to enter here. So this position is better, yet the post is swapped from outside. And this is the problem, the older problem that I have had, while also in my apartment in Wiegen. While you are inside your house, they can collect your house and make decisions from outside with your name, with on your behalf. And this, they only need to have the contact details, the telephone number, the email, the telephone number and email. And this is what I've been asked frequently, the telephone number and the email. Then they can control your life through just knowing these two details. Frequently acting through security personnel. It was in Nijmegen, also in Wiegen, specific private security company, frequently with barbs and special cultural background. And in the same way, the people involved in this issue, they approach the security personnel and they tell him something. They claim something. This could be something about me. This could be something fraudulent claims about this scams, that this is a secret service, for example, which is not. I confirm and I know. I maybe claim other things like other craps. I won't mention this craps anymore, because each time I mention this, I got a crooked report about medical lunacy. So they claimed something, or what I read once on this scam telephone, that they are paying something. But I cannot confirm this. This is what he read. He said, he wrote, "I pay when you failed." So that was the comment that I read, similar to this crooked comment about the exile. And this is basically an exile. They excluded the social network completely. No returned contact since years over Facebook, via Facebook. When I try to change the telephone, they scam the telephone at the sell point. So you are unable to fix it. And when you buy a new telephone, you spend a budget on it. So it won't be easy to buy another telephone secretly, for example. Always you are hooked, you are held with this junkie page. All this scam, all this dangerous crime, cybercrime, and crooked people who I don't know them. They approach me via other people, via the advocate, via the other officials. Within 5 minutes, he fixed the crookedest report letter I ever seen. The crooked, I never saw such a crooked work in Nijmegen, for example. Though there were too much fraudulent reports, I spent around 6 months correcting these, and I achieved the progress. I have very good better records now, better reports. I never saw similar crooked reports in my life. All this scam, all this dangerous and threatening and harmful, they separated me from my family. The people who can help me now in this situation, I'm unable to ask, for example, for money. So, for example, my brothers help me. And on the other hand, the contact which is sent from my brothers to me is taken from the identity thief. is taking all the returned contact, and it was a mistake. I contacted my brother, for example. I forward him 1 cent or 1 cent with the comment in the description. But he won't understand it. I regretted that later. He will call my numbers that are known by him, and he will be scammed. He will be maybe abused, and this is the situation. Objectively and on ground of evidence, and I may make mistakes with some analytics, for example, but yet these are evidence. This you can see, you are able to see, and frequently denied in a very crooked way. While I have had, the first thing I did when I came to Bielefeld is to make an agreement with the advocate to send, for example, a letter to the police, inform them about the biometric issue, and also to send these attachments to him in relation to the cybercrime itself. The advocate wrote the letter. I told him to send the specific documents with it. He didn't. Yet, the police do not have the all information. In addition to the biometric issue, the advocate wrote about suspecting someone holding my original documents. Only like this. He didn't specify the documents, for example. While I'm holding my original documents with me. But which original documents? What I mean is these documents. This is from my government, mein Overheid portal, mein government portal, and it's declaring few missing documents. One of them, for example, this ID. The portal reads that this document is invalid since 2033 or 31. Since the future. So when I declared this document as missing, my digital portal is hooked in the future. I'm giving this declaration in the future. So the document is still valid then. This is what the Bundespolizei agent told me. And he told me, you have to go to the Ausländerbüro with the social worker, and I show him the IDs, all the IDs. He told me, yeah, he agreed with me. This ID, for example, shit. I made a mistake. This document is the one and only valid document. This is the details of it. This is its photo. It is with the BAM. So, this passport, for example, this is a newly issued passport. I issued this 3 days before my travel, and I paid with my bank pass, and this is its photo. This is the payment receipt, and the cover. This document, for example, is an example for the expired document, but since the future, since 2033, 32. This is the missing document. The police agent mixed this with this. Thinks this is a newer than the one with the bump. I told her no, and she said, yeah, I have a missing document with this number on my system. and there is a police report in this connection. This document also is still not anymore valid since 28 July 2031. This document, I believe this is declared well because it was declared by a different police agent in the department Utrecht, and she did that fast. She declared it in the police department as missing. This document also stating, it doesn't say such a thing. Nou, niet meer geldig sinds, ja, it says it. Sinds 18 juli 2033, with this photo. This document is not anymore valid since 28 juli 2031. The passport, my first passport. It's still valid. So what I wanted is that the advocate send these documents with the attachments with the bank card to the police, so they investigate this well. They declare this as missing. Otherwise, these are in second hand, criminal hand, reporting me as a frauder myself. They are preventing this from the record in many places. And of course, I found a way to deliver this, but all these, they want to cover up all this with some crooked medical report to the bump, so the asylum procedure is compromised. And luckily, I have my documents, my reports with me. Otherwise, it would be a problem to prove everything from on this in this condition. And yeah, I think I got to the point. This advocate in Normannstraße, he didn't do anything, and I'm worried he linked the frauder with the police. In the police department, during a recent conversation here with the counselor, she said that did you miss your certificates? I said yes. But my certificates are with me. I mean another certificates. So my certificates are reported missing while they are with me. And the telephones also, as I explained below in earlier broadcasts, that also reported stolen. The bank pass is generating an invoice showing the number 211, which is traced by the police. When I get into troubles in the train, for example, three crooks, one brown skin, another one look Eastern European, and the third one the two of them asked me before I enter the train, do you have a ticket? I told him yes. Well, I usually buy the ticket in the train. It's nice in Germany, and I sometimes travel without ticket because it costs me too much and I cannot afford it. I have to travel frequently to Bielefeld to meet with the advocate, and I'm missing important appointments here. But yeah, they are reporting me that I do not have ticket. So the controller came, the identification verification starts. And during this procedure, they could steal my telephone, steal my documents, and yeah, the case is compromised. I'm worried about this attempt, persistent attempt, putting some crooked medical report in the asylum file. So the case is compromised. And I explained to the advocate today, never send such a thing, delete this from the file. This is wrong. I have the much better and accurate reports from skilled and trained psychiatrists who follow up the case over 1 year, and she made the corrections. She made many corrections, and so how come that this contradict this? Someone who I have no idea who he is came to me 5 minutes, then he said cognitive problem should be considered. On the second hand, I have a report from my therapist who knows me over years that I don't have any neurocognitive problem. They hit the brain, so you remain junkie. This is the most recent updates from today, and I hope it was published well. And in the end, my impression and my realization to all what is going on with the police, with the advocate, with the other advocate, they are fixing me a case. They are turning me as the original owner of the ID into an identity frauder abusing my own ID. And I realized this from my frequent visits because I'm not using the telephone. I head to the location directly, and I ask questions. During the conversation, I get information. So, for example, the ID, the only and one valid ID showing my photo and everything is realized by the police agent as the older ID than the missed ID. In the second interview, the interviewer has no idea about this ID. When I go to the location by the BAMF, there is a circle from the security agents to link me to specific employee. And this specific employee prevent and make the communication more difficult. She insists that you make an appointment, for example, while she knows, and I informed her that I cannot call nor use the email. She insists that, you make this. So the appointment is stolen. This is the problem of my case. When I make an appointment, I'm getting a junkie appointment via this scam telephones, while the appointment is stolen by an identity thief. And the person who insists on this is a crook, is corrupt, is a part of this crime. He is facilitating crime, and this is a crime itself according to the law. They are frequently and persistently via Arabic-speaking workers who are spreading this news that his telephone works well. There is nothing with the telephone. He is crazy to not use his telephone. Why the whole problem is about the telephone, and what they hit the telephone and they hit the ID with fraudulent reports, with the claims, with the craps. And I become careful about this, and I'm checking everything step by step. Whenever it happened, I'm trying to be prepared. Yesterday I was heading to Bielefeld, and I saw this crook, an organized criminal behavior. When I suspected the situation, it was clear. First one want me to crooks. One speaks Romanian and the other has a brown skin. These are different. Asking me, do you have ticket? Do you have ticket? Without occasion, without knowledge, and they approach you as if they are trying to start something with you. They approach you in a strange way, asking you, do you have ticket? They expose themselves with this behavior, and I'm a trained psychologist. I'm trained to detect these behaviors. And interestingly, I'm not able to see my broadcast on the second profile. So this could be only conversation between me and myself. But we will see the few in the previous attempt. I was able to see it. Now I will check this and we'll see. I will download this also and publish it, but we'll see. So the two crooks are asking me about the tickets outside. The ticket, do you have ticket? Do you have ticket? This is how they work. An organized criminals. They follow the victim, knowing that his ID is abused. They abuse the ID themselves, of course, but report the ID themselves. Then they follow the victim in the train, in the on the road of travel, and they push the controller that this person doesn't have ticket or this stuff aren't his, and boom, they steal everything. I wish you a good evening, and I wish this broadcast provided a good explanation for the situation today. The most worrying part is this breach through the advocate office, the crooked letter, and within the BAMF, frequently this circle via the security. This is not new. I'm familiar to this. I realize it from my earlier experience in other situations. The idea is this person doesn't exist. He bestaat niet. This is what I heard. He bestaat niet. And in the same way, this crook who wrote on my Facebook, exile, you are you are already in the picture or informed. Your destination is exile. Who the hell the crook you are to exile me, to deny my existence, to stalk me, to hit my telephones, to hit my ID, unless you are a crook, criminal, son of a bitch, doing that for personal interest. You are nothing but a crook. You won't make me fear. I'm not afraid of you, and let it be. I don't care. So I hope this also the evidence was also clear, and I hope this video will be published. Thank you very much.